Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti.khadijah binti Muhammad Nazri and I'm from Mathematics 1 to PPSMP and I will present about heuristic. Okay, so for the first step is I will talk about the introduction for heuristic, which is heuristic is a method of exploring. It is also one of the tools for us to solve non-routine problems. Besides that, heuristic is practical problem solving technique or method using to find quick and effective solution when dealing with complex problems. Furthermore, heuristics sometimes only guarantee to produce the best or optimal solution, but they often lead to satisfactory result within a reasonable time frame. Next is as you can see here is the example of heuristic method, which is number one, which is making a model or diagram. Two is looks for pattern. Three is guess, check, and repeat. Four is we use object. 5. We create a checklist. 6. We use tables. 7. We use mathematical sentences. 8. We use backward solution. 9. We use logical method. 10. We simplify. And lastly, 11. We act it. As you can see here is the Bloom taxonomy. So for this research, we create a problem and I will give a solution for this problem and based on the Bloom taxonomy. For the problem is based on the Bloom taxonomy, which is I use apply, evaluate, and correct. Where the apply is I use information in a situation to solve it, to solve the solution, to solve the question. And next, I use evaluate, which is to justify a stance or decision. And lastly, I use the correct one, which is to produce new or original work. Let's go for the first problem, which is the easy one. I use the apply. So for the question is the non-routine problem. So the question goes like Ali cuts a pie into 5 equal pieces. He wants to eat some of the pieces of pie so that the fraction of pie he eats is smaller than the fraction of the pie left. Calculate the greatest possible fraction of the pie that Ali can eat. So for the first step, I will create a step, which is step by step. So for the first step is I will read the problem carefully, and second, I will underline the facts that I need to solve the problem, and the third, I will decide the most suitable heuristic method to solve the problem. Fourth, I will try to solve it, and five, I will evaluate the solution problem. Six, lastly, problem is solved, or I will repeat again if I got the wrong answer. So, as you can look here, there are the concept of compositional thinking that involve is algorithm. So, for the first, we need to read it carefully, and then we need to underline the problem, which is I underline the 5 equal pieces, and the fraction of pie he eats is smaller than the fraction of the pie left. So, and then the greatest possible that we need to calculate. So first, we know that calculate is applying. So in Bloom taxonomy, it's in applying. Then from if as you can see here, the concept of compositional thinking that involve is abstraction. So for the first one, we need to decide which heuristic method that we use. So I will use act it out. And uh, as you can see here, I said that what to find is the greatest possible fraction of the cake that Ben can eat. And what is known by us is the cake is cut into 5 equal pieces. The fraction of cake he eats is smaller than the fraction of the cake left. So as you can see, I act it out as the box as the pie. And then, as you can see, if Ben eats one piece, 1/4 pieces are left, which is 1 over 5 is smaller than 4 over 5. As you can see here, the concept of composition thinking that involves is pattern recognizing. Next, if Ben eats 2 pieces, there are 3 pieces are left, which is 2 over 5 is smaller than 3 over 5. Then we use other method, which is if Ben eats 3 pieces and 2 pieces are left, 3 over 5 is greater than 2 over 5. This does not match the problem, which we need to know the greatest possible fraction of the cake that Ben can eat is 2 over 5 because 3 over 5 is greater than 2 over 5. So um, if band is 3 pieces and 2 pieces are left, 3 over 5 is greater than 2 over 5. This does not match the problem. So the concept of computational thinking that involves is logical reasoning. So the answer is for this problem is band can eat is 2 over 5. So lastly, I will check the answer for this problem. So I will evaluate it. So first, did I give the answer as a fraction? Yes, I give the answer as a fraction. Second, is the fraction he ate smaller than the fraction left? Yes, it is smaller than the fraction left. Third, is it the greatest possible of fraction of cake he can eat? Yes, it is the greatest possible fraction of cake he can eat. If you can see here, the concept of composition thinking that involve is evaluation. Next, we will move on to the second problem, which is the intermediate one, and the volume taxonomy that involve is evaluating. For the second and third problems, goes like Umar sold a total of 15 $4 ice cream coupons and $5 ice cream coupons. He received $65 for the sale of the coupons. Make an estimate how many $4 ice cream coupons and how many $5 ice cream coupons did he sell. Case. It is the same like the last problem, which is I will solve the problem step by step. For the first step, I will need to read the problem carefully. Second, I need to underline the facts that I need to solve the problem. Third, I will decide the most suitable heuristic method to solve the problem. Fourth, I will try to solve the question. Five, evaluate the solution problem. Six, I will problem solve or repeat it again. So for the concept of computational thinking that involve is algorithm. So for the first step is I will read the problem carefully and I will underline the problem. So first I will underline the sold a total of 15 $4 ice cream coupon and $5 ice cream coupons. Then there are $65 for the sale of coupons and I will they said that how many $4 ice cream coupon and how many $5 ice cream coupon that they sell. That is what we need to search. So as you can see here, the concept of computational thinking that involved is abstraction. And as you can see here, there are the words of evaluating, which is from Bloom's taxonomy, which is max and estimate. Okay, so for the first step is we will need to decide which heuristic method that we need to use. So I will use guess and check. So what to find is the number of $4 ice cream coupons and the number of $5 ice cream coupons Omar sold. What we know is he sold 15 coupons and he received $65. Okay, so $4 plus with $5 we get $9, and $9 we will multiply it with 7 and we get $63, which is close to $65. So as you can see here, the concept of logical reasoning the concept of computational thinking that involve is logical reasoning, which means we can start the first guess with 7 $4 coupon. Next is I will use table for guess and check. So as you can see here, I will start with 7, 8, and 9, or and 10 for the $4 ice cream coupon. And then for the answer, I get debit, so 10 $4 coupon and 5 $5 coupons. To check the answer, I will use the evaluation, which is the concept of question thinking. So what is total number of coupons is 10 plus 5, I will get 15, which is the answer of the problems. Next is what is the total value of coupons is $40 plus with $25, I will get $65. So for the third problem is the advanced one, which is I need to create the problem. Okay. So for the first non-routine problem is 7 over 10 of the boys who participate in the marathon race were Malay. The total number of Malays who participate in the marathon race is less than 1,441. The rest of the boys were made up of Chinese and Eurasian in the ratio 5:7 respectively. There was 756 more Malay than Eurasians boy, proof that the total number of boys who participate in the marathon race is less than 1,441. It is the same like the last one. We need to make a solution for this problem step by step, which is the first step, we need to read the problem carefully. Second, we need to underline the facts that I need to solve the problem. Third, we will decide the most suitable heuristic to solve the problem. Fourth, I will try to solve it. Five, I will evaluate the solution problem. Six, we will know if the problem solved or we need to repeat it again if I get the wrong answer. As you can see here, the concept of composition thinking that involves its algorithm. Okay, so for this problem, I will underline the facts to create a solution. So I underline the 7 over of the boys were Malay, and then less than 100 for 1,441, and then I will underline the Chinese and Eurasian in the ratio 5:7 respectively. Also, the facts that I need to underline is 7,056 more Malay than Eurasian boys, and then we will need to prove if the total number of boys who participate in the marathon race less than 1,441. And then you can see here the words of proof the the main for the Bloom taxonomy, which is the creating. So, as you can see here, the concept of computational thinking that involved for underlying this problem is abstraction. So, for the first step is I will read it carefully, and second, I need to decide which heuristic method I need to use. So, I will use a model or diagram. As you can see here, the 7 blue box is for Malays and 3 blue box is for Chinese and Eurasian. Next, as you can see here, there are 7 boxes, and it gives the Chinese and Eurasians in the ratio is 5:7, which means involve have 12 units. As you can see here, 12 units. We can see the concept of composition thinking that involve is pattern recognizing, which means 12 units is for 2 parts, and then we can conclude that one part is 4 units, and formulas they have 7 parts. So we will 7 parts. We will multiply it by 4 units, and we will get 28 units, which means Malays has 28 units. 28 units. Meanwhile, Chinese plus Eurasians has 12 units. So, and then Kumar 2019 stated that heuristic must be able to follow well-defined steps. Next, we will need to compare the block, which means 28 minus 7, we will get 21 units. So, and 21 units is for 2,056 points, which means we can conclude that 1 unit is 36 points. So, from this, the concept of computational thinking that involves is logical reasoning. So, to find the answer is 28 plus 5 plus 7, and we will get 40 units. And then 40 units we will multiply with the 36 boys, and we will get 1,440 boys. So it is proof that 1,440 is less than 1,441. So we get the answer, and it is proven that 1,440 is less than 1,441. Okay, so for the next slide is we need to check the answer for this problem. So as you can see, the type of races from boy who participate in the marathon race is Malay boys, Chinese boys, and Eurasian boys. And then we know that the number of units, 28 units, represent the Malay boys, 5 units represent the Chinese boys, 7 units represent Eurasian boys. So we need to check whether the answer is true or not. So 28 will multiply with 36, we get 1008. And then times 5 multiply with 36, we get 180. Division by 7 multiply with 36, we get 252. And then we know that the total of boys participate in the marathon race is less than 1,441. And when we sum it up, all the value for the boys, we get the answer is 1,440, which is less than 1,441. So the concept of competition thinking that involved for this method is that evaluation.
Hello, my name is Nur Ayusuraya from Math 1. I want to ask a question based on this problem. What if the problem stated that the total of boys more than 1,441? Will the answer for this question change?
Okay, I will. So based on your question, you state that if the total of boys more than 1,441, the answer will change because the answer is that you want more than 1,441, so it must be more than 1,441, and the answer may be 1,442. It cannot be 1,440. That's all. So for the summary for this research is there are a lot of concepts of computational thinking involved such as algorithm, abstraction, heterogeneizing, logical reasoning, and evaluating. Nuss, 1972, stated that algorithm, our most revered concept, has roots tracing back thousands of years. Meanwhile, Kong and Emerson, 2019, stated that the essence of computational thinking is abstraction. Meanwhile, Bishop, 2006, stated that pattern recognizing has its own origins in engineering, whereas machine learning grew out of computer science. Lastly, before I end my presentation, I will talk about the advantages of heuristic method. First, this method lays emphasis on individual practical work. As a result, it makes the child self-reliant. Second, it imparts knowledge of scientific method of thinking and inculcates scientific attitude among students. Third, this method helps in developing self-learning and self-direction. Lastly, students develop the habit of inquiry and investigation. There are a lot of advantages of heuristic method that I doesn't talk about, but there is a lot in this earth. So, for the last slide is the references. That's all from me. Thank you.